6:01 as board meeting order. Here. Here.
Anthony Campbell.
Here.
Stacey Yoakum. Trevor Warren.
Here.
Mary Wiles. Here. I vote we have a quorum.
Please stand for a pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Does anybody want to do a vacation? If not, please sit. I'll need a motion to adopt the agenda. Any changes? No. That's a motion to adopt the agenda.
I'll second.
Michael Gunther.
Yes.
Anthony Campbell.
Yes.
Stacey Yoakum.
Yes.
Trevor Wiles.
Yes.
Trevor Warren. Mary Wiles. Monday. Mary Wiles.
Yes.
That's 5 votes.
Next up would be ratified April 2023 bills. If you guys have any questions or concerns, please let us know. You guys should receive those, like I normally say, in your emails. You should have time to review them. Well, that was like a great idea by email and take us.
Generally, yes. How's that going with the changes?
I think it's a pretty smooth process. Are we completely done? You guys know with changing the street lights from halogen to LED? I don't know if they are. Do you know if they've done that, Dean?
Well, I think they've done the ones that they were going to do, which was
Like the
replace.
ones that were back.
Back, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we got a new revised bill for all the street lights, so I think so.
They were actually really easy to work with too, I will say that. They moved,
I didn't know.
they moved some poles for us.
I didn't know if it had been, if there was enough of them to see a difference.
I couldn't hear.
Is it better?
If there had been enough of them changed out to see a difference in the bill.
Yes, there is enough to see it.
It does help tremendously. I know, the one at the library, it's way different. It's much better.
Is it better at night patrolling or no difference? I mean, if it's not, you can tell us.
No, the officers, they can see a lot better.
And with that said, if we need any more in certain places or like dark areas and you guys want those, you guys want to request those and we'll try to see what we can do, so. When you guys are ready, let's need a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to ratify the bills from April 2023.
I'll second that.
Michael Gunther.
Yes.
Anthony Campbell.
Yes.
Stacey Yoakum.
Yes.
Trevor Warren.
Yes.
Mary Wiles.
Yes.
Passed 5 votes.
Next up would be approved minutes from April 10th meeting. You guys have any questions, concerns, changes in there, let us know.
We have ones for the closed session, one, two,
Do you have a closed session minutes in there?
I was just thinking also.
Should probably make a copy of that. Make 2 copies, one for each side.
Don't have
Well, I'm not gonna. I learned things.
Yes, it says. All kids are remind me.
It's a, I can seriously do it myself. I'm just a brat, that's all.
Make a motion to order the minutes from April 10th and April 25th closed session.
I'll second.
Michael Hunter,
Yes.
Anthony Campbell,
Yes.
Stacey Yoakum,
Yes.
Yes.
Mary Wiles,
Yes.
passed 5-0.
Thank you guys. Next up would be task order for wastewater treatment plant improvements, order number 4. Mr. Jeff Meadows here, if you guys have any questions, concerns on that, I know we haven't had a whole lot of time to look over it, so. Do you want to give us a brief overview real quick? Can you do that, Jeff?
Sure. So since last time I was at a board meeting, we've submitted the SRF application all successfully. We're hearing back that we're scheduling meetings with the financial folks to get that rolling. Of course, the bond issue passed, supported the SRF. And also we've submitted a pre-proposal application to the Missouri Water and Wastewater Review Committee for the CDBG grant. So we are at the next step is to proceed with the design. The financing side is moving in the direction that it needs to move. Before we can close on any of the financing, all of the design has to be completed, and we bid the construction work so that we have a construction contract ready to award. And we'll need that in order to close on all of the financing. So the next step in the process is to proceed with the final design documents of the improvements. The agreement is in, that's task order number 4 to our umbrella contract. It's in accordance and meets all the requirements of the ARPA funding and the state SRF funding. If we do get, we are awarded CDBG funds, we may have a couple of clauses of there that we'd have to do an addendum to that if we were awarded any of those dollars. But again, it's SRF format, and all of the fees are in accordance with the applications that have been submitted up to this point.
Okay, remind me, what's the max on the SRF? Like, what's the maximum that can be borrowed?
The maximum is the amount that you have voter authorized.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we don't anticipate approaching
That much.
that because
I couldn't remember if it had a cap on it, like
it's,
3 million, something like that.
no, the cap for the SRF program is the amount that you have authorized by the voters.
Okay.
But we do have potential for a $2 million grant for affordability and a $1 million water quality incentive grant.
Yeah.
So a total of 3 million grants potential. And we did have confirmation that we met the criteria, so, but now it's in competition with, there's only a certain amount of funds available.
When do you need an answer by on this? Do you know, is there a timeline that you'd like to?
It's a matter of getting rolling on the final design and preparation of the documents. The one thing that, the timing is somewhat governed by the ARPA process. We know that we have to have the ARPA project fully awarded by the end of 2024. Actually, they're expecting that to be, ARPA's wanting to see that sooner than that. That way, if there are cities that are not progressing like they should be, we're still going to bypass those cities and move on to the next. And of course, we're the next in line. We would receive $400 and some thousand ARPA grant, but if other cities are bypassed, then we would be in line for their funds as well. So we want to be in a position that we show that we're ready to move forward. So that would be the driving factor on the schedule.
So by our next meeting would be sufficient to?
Sure.
To give you guys time to go over if we need to. In the meantime, we can have a workshop or something to talk about it. We need to have a meeting to go over too. Is that sufficient with you guys? Is that fine with you guys? Thank you.
In the meantime, if there's any questions, feel free to reach out.
Thank you all very much. Next up would be CA. Is it you, Deanna? Are you going to talk to
We need to find out what we have to have a 4th of July parade. We're asking to have a 4th of July parade. What stipulations?
I'd say it'd be the same thing as you guys did before. Only thing I think will require you is the insurance side of it.
We have insurance.
Do you have the event insurance at North? And that's,
Yeah, yearly. We pay for a year.
I would make sure that actually covers that, you know.
Okay,
Or
so
as I
I'll
say,
reach out to
is to show you how it normally doesn't. So for the city, and this is something we've learned, and I'll share this openly, which makes no sense to me if I'm being brutally honest at all, but for the city, so if somebody has a birthday party at the park and we're notified of it and they reserve our pavilion, we're supposed to have event insurance to cover that. So each separate event is supposed to have an insurance. Doesn't personally make any sense to me, but that will be required of me. It's very minute, it doesn't cost a whole lot. Typically depending on the event and what all it entails, $25, $50 will get it done. So as long as you have that, I say I don't have an issue with it unless any of the people on board have it.
Very close streets or whatever.
Yeah, let us know if you're going to put your,
I think we're just going to do the same route as the Calais parade.
and that would be sufficient with us. And if you need help from us with the PD, we're fine with that. The only thing I think we'll require from you is just notification of the time,
Okay.
event insurance, and you should be good to go.
Okay.
So,
Okay. That's it? Okay, thank you.
that was easy. Thank you.
Thank you. That should be our insurance. That should be our insurance.
Business license, we have a bunch of them, guys, which is a good thing. You guys want me to pass them around?
Just looking at.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Yes.
They are this one. That's what the one is.
Yeah. So, where is it?
So this is where it comes into the
We
shop.
got a lot of people in town, chickens.
I thought it was against ordinances to any abstaining.
That's what that is. Chickens.
I don't think it says that.
Oh, it does.
Where does it say that? Which one? Show
Oh,
me.
it's clearly, it's a no livestock, like it
It
goes.
says if they don't have it fenced or if it becomes a nuisance.
I promise you, it's like cutting your spice.
I didn't see it. I
If somebody,
looked.
Jeff, yeah, Jeff,
It could be,
I didn't see it either.
it is. I promise you
You're gonna
that.
have to start chicken, everybody in town has got chickens.
Yeah.
No, I don't. A lot of people in town have chickens this year.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a lot.
It's something like, I mean, literally it
There's
goes on.
gonna be a lot of people be very
It
mad.
lists cows, it lists like everything.
Well, it says livestock, but it also says if it becomes an annoyance and if they don't take care of it.
It was chickens, like anything.
I didn't see it. I looked mine.
I didn't know what that. Yeah, sure. So, put this off.
Yeah, that was that one, we figured out. We can do all that stuff.
does the ordinance specifically say chickens?
No
No.
livestock.
I don't think
No,
chickens are
I think-
considered livestock.
I think it's
for
specifically,
poultry.
it says keep every poultry on.
When I did search it, did not pull it up, so I did not find it. Because I've been asked multiple times, and every time I look, I didn't see it.
I thought they got brought up several years ago.
And it was brought up when we first took office and talked about it then too.
You might have to check the current code book that's online.
Yeah, that's good.
I think it's an actual ordinance though.
Yeah, but it's, the code book is the one that's the deciding factor now, so. So we need to get with those code book people. They don't have anything right.
Yes, sir.
Pat, I'm gonna assume this is not really done during daytime hours?
What is it? Your business.
Your lawn service? Just gonna go ahead,
But if you need your lawn after hours.
not after.
I think, yeah, it would be important. Hey, actually, the first day I did that, I knew that it would start, I took off, and I even called down there, I took off 3 hours PTO, and I've got an ordinance back for it, or the city's got dusty, and I've got I called City Hall and I said, hey, I'm taking 3 hours PTO. There's gonna be people calling and saying, hey, you got a city mowing, mowing people's yards. I can just see it coming off anyway. But I know how it works, I know how it works. It's shocking that there wasn't 400 people ago.
So when you're doing that on city time, you can do my yard.
Motion, I'll need a motion to approve minus the one with chickens till we get clarification on it.
Make a motion to approve all business items besides the one in question.
I'll second.
Michael Butler.
Yes.
Anthony Campbell.
Yes.
Stacey Yoakum.
Yes.
Trevor Warner.
Yes.
Mary Wiles.
Yes.
Passed 5-0.
Being on city council or rural community, talking about chickens.
Yeah, cities. New York City has them on the roofs. Chicago has them on the roofs.
Have you been to New York City or Chicago?
Yeah, they stink.
It's not any different.
I think it's, I don't know.
An improvement?
All right, bill 2023-019, water deposits, it's been posted. I just need a motion for first reading, unless you guys have questions, concerns on it. No, did we decide on that?
No.
No.
I think that's why it's here.
Yeah. What do you guys want to do, Della?
We wanted the comparisons, so we could just
We see the comparison we're talking about.
I
Yeah, the comparison's really easy.
mean, what did we say we needed to
Go
do?
back here.
275.
275.
No.
I don't think that was Cropper's report.
Yeah, so I'll just read it to you guys so you guys can understand we're currently at $100 for water deposit, Proctor's 300, Iberia is 200, Richland is 100, and Avriona is 150. So other than Richland, which is very surprising they're so low, we're zeros. And we've always talked about a large community can produce utilities, especially sewer, a lot cheaper.
Yeah, that's just our minimum development too, so that's gonna take you to the higher positive number.
I think we need, did we say 150 to be break even? Is that what we were at?
275.
Oh, the renter, the renter.
They must not call us.
We're just discussing the renter deposit, not, we're only talking about the renter.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I thought it was only changed. Because we haven't had any issues with homeowners.
We do, but it's very, very, very rare. Our main issue is renters and
I mean, if the 275 is going to cover it, then, 275.
I think that was my initial.
I was thinking.
It's been a while, so where do we need to be
That's
at?
what you recommend.
275 for probably. We do have to determine owners also, just because there's a blank for it, but if we're good to stay at 100, I think we discussed that the owners aren't the people that are typically leaving us hanging, so.
So do you believe it'll be sufficient if we do renters 275 and owners 100? Is that what you're saying?
I believe so.
Okay. Is that fine with you guys?
$100 is barely covers. We don't have any issues.
I mean, that's the thing, really, is protecting the renters, and basically the landlords from having to pay it themselves, because the way it is now,
But if we start, if we have problems,
we do 125 if you guys want to, it's up to you guys, really.
I don't think if we're not seeing an issue,
Why, or is it?
Yeah.
let's not, unless we need to.
we start having problems.
We can always revisit it again next year, if it's sufficient.
They must have a treatment plant or something. Or something. Great.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know as much as I was going to know where it would be.
I don't know.
Do you know? Deanna Serve Plant. Deanna Serve Plant, do you know what's that?
Yeah, got a ballpark road.
Oh, it's.
That's a truck, that's a ballpark road.
Is it in like perfect shape or something, or?
All they have is a lagoon system.
Okay.
It's,
It's pretty simple.
We're just trying to figure out how to get $8 this year.
Yeah, that's
75 and 100. They said they were.
If they think that that would work, then I'm good with it.
What's the gallons, the minimum gallon? Because it says 100 and everybody else is 1,000. Should that be 1,000?
We bill out the money gallons.
Yes.
We're sure it's, I thought it was after 10 meetings.
So the minimum bill of 92.53 gets the minimum gallons.
Yeah, after you do 101, that's when you're metered.
It's
Right.
per 100.
It's per 100, let's go to 100.
And a unit for us is 100.
Okay.
So is there one unit included in the monthly minimum?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm good with 275.
We've got stuck on
Or
this.
we can make a motion.
Yeah, we need a motion for the first reading.
By title only, this person.
Do we need to do this?
I think we just did
Yeah.
the discussion. No.
I'll make a motion for the first reading of bill number 2023-0019 by title only.
Second.
Michael Bender,
Yes.
Anthony Campbell,
Yes.
Stacey Yoakum,
Yes.
Trevor Warner,
Yes.
Mary Wiles,
Yes.
passed 5-0.
An ordinance changing and setting the deposit amounts for the residential and commercial water customers of the City of Dixon.
I'll make a motion for a second reading.
I'll second that.
Michael Bender,
Yes.
Anthony Campbell,
Yes.
Stacey Yoakum,
Yes.
Trevor Warner,
Yes.
Mary Wiles,
Yes.
passed 5-0.
An ordinance changing and setting the deposit amounts for residential and commercial water customers of the City of Dixon. Need a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve bill number 2023-0019.
I'll second it.
Michael Bender,
Yes.
Anthony Campbell,
Yes.
Stacey Yoakum,
Yes.
Trevor Warner, Mary Wiles,
Yes.
Yes.
passed 5-0.
We found something else we got stuck
The
on.
trash.
Yes.
Trash.
It's wrong.
Yes.
Okay, so then we walk into the five.
So, just so we're clear, what we're talking about here, City of Richmond pays half as much for trash as what we pay currently. Everybody else that uses GFL
Probably
is
not
paying.
quite.
Well, they also have a senior citizen rate.
Yeah.
I remember
Oh, sorry.
they offer a
Senior
senior
citizen
citizen rate at all.
So they may have walked into a 5 or 6 year contract.
I don't know, I had to ask the deal, but yeah, it's significantly lower.
Because if somebody were to get a contract today, it would be a lot higher than ours.
I would say they're probably, I would say if I'm really being honest, GFL's losing money to serve City of Richmond,
And
right?
there's could have been even prior to our.
They do. So. All right, next up would be Bill 2023-0021, contract for real estate. Unless you guys have any questions, concerns, I'll need a motion for first reading by title only.
Make a motion for the first reading of Bill 2023-002.
I'll second.
Michael Gunther?
Yes.
Anthony Campbell?
Yes.
Stacey Yoakum?
Yes.
Trevor Warner?
Yes.
Mary Wiles?
Yes.
Passed 5-0.
Ordinance authorizing purchase of real estate and directing the mayor to execute a contract for the purchase of 300 South Elm Street in Dixon, Missouri. I'll need a motion for the second.
I'll make a motion for the second reading of bill number 2023-0021.
I'll second.
Michael Gunther?
Yes.
Anthony Campbell?
Yes.
Stacey Yoakum?
Yes.
Trevor Warner? Mary Wiles?
Yes.
Passed 5-0.
Ordinance authorizing the purchase of real estate and directing the mayor to execute a contract for the purchase of 300 South Elm Street in Dixon, Missouri. I'll need a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Michael Gunther?
Yes.
Anthony Campbell?
Yes.
Stacey Yoakum?
Yes.
Trevor Warner?
Yes.
Mary Wiles?
Yes.
Passed 5-0.
Thank you, guys. So just to explain what that is, we bought the lot next to the Mexican restaurant there. Our intent, I believe, is to turn it into like a commuter parking and also help maybe with the parking for the restaurant next door. So probably be a month before we'd be able to move forward on anything, right? We have to evict or give notice.
Notice is given the time to evict. When we can start with it, it's just going to depend on whether they go to school year requires some legal.
So our thought process on that would it be cleanup as you obviously coming through Dixon. It's always an issue there with parking on the curb right there where people can't see which way they're going, and also help people that drive back and forth because we have a lot of them from Jeff City, type of dog food, Quaker, wherever it may be, so they can park there. It'll be a 24-hour maximum parking, but it should help our city out. So look forward to it. With that said, we'll need to put out requests for bids for demolition of that house. Do you guys want to do 2 weeks, a week? What do you guys want to do on that? I think 2 weeks is more sufficient. I think really a week's sufficient, but.
Yeah.
2 weeks should be able to, and then whoever decides on it, maybe we can schedule them and get them signed up for it, so. I'll need a motion for that, guys.
Make a motion to solicit bills for the property or the buildings on South Elm.
I'll second that.
Michael Gunther?
Yes.
Anthony Campbell?
Yes.
Stacey Yoakum?
Yes.
Trevor Warner?
Yes.
Mary Wiles?
Yes.
Passed 5-0.
Thank you, guys. No, I think everything else will take care of the house. Any of the trees or anything, I think we'll take care of, so the big one, I guess we'll take care of that are close to the road. Do you guys want to go ahead and amend the budget while we're at that?
Or do we want to wait till?
Yeah, we can do that.
How long do we have to do it? 2 weeks?
2 weeks. We don't have to.
We do it next meeting.
We'll try to get it in the paper tomorrow, but maybe.
Yeah, if you can, it'd be great.
We put it online too. We post it on our website and Facebook too. We can get it up there.
Next up would be, we need to appoint a representatives to Pulaski County Growth Alliance. We need a primary and a secondary. You guys have some input on that. My initial thought was Barbara Campbell is our primary, secondary. I don't know if you guys want it to be one of our employees or how you guys want to do that, but that's up to you, and I'll take input on it too. So Lacey was my recommendation for secondary. Pulaski County Growth Alliance.
Okay.
Do you want to do that? Or we can find somebody else.
Like, what is it? I guess, was it what Kira was talking to
Yes,
us about
yes.
before? Okay. So are we talking like 1 meeting a month?
One meeting,
So,
third Wednesday.
Okay. I could do that.
It'll be paid for by us too, Lacey, so you'll be paid to go, so.
So Barb's the primary.
Unless you get a motion to approve that, that'll be up to the board.
Any discussion? Make a motion to approve the nominations of the Barbara Campbell and Lacey Rollins for the Pulaski County Growth Alliance.
Second.
Michael Leonard.
Yes.
Anthony Campbell.
Abstain.
Stacey Yoakum.
Yes.
Trevor Warner.
Yes.
Mary Wiles.
Yes.
Passed 4 with 1 abstention.
Thank you, guys. Next up would be appointment of officers. We have to do collector, clerk. That's all we have to currently do, correct, Mr. Thomas?
Yes, the first regular meeting after the election.
Which I wish we could do away with this, and we just said it's openly, because I
I mean, do the other cities do it? Do you know?
No,
I don't know.
those,
I mean, I know it's in the code book and that's why we have to do it.
let's get it ordinance in the near future to do away with it, because I think it's, if I was an employee of the City of Dixon and I knew every year that I potentially could lose my job, I think it'd be.
Well, and then we ran into the problem where we couldn't replace someone.
well, the discussion with past councils was you have to be noticed prior to this meeting or they're automatically renewed, but I don't believe this council has ever formally appointed clerk. I believe Mr. Burns has been serving as interim clerk, with the language used in the interim clerk. An extended period of time, I don't know that anybody's been appointed collector maybe since the last collector left.
We had,
I think it did, Joe.
the collector, I think, had been
Yes, we did,
appointed.
for sure.
Correct.
As,
Miranda?
yeah, we have.
Right, but since we're in, since we're in, we haven't done
Okay. So,
it. Yeah, I mean, I agree with Mike. If I was worried about my job every year, I don't know that I would mess with it.
I think it's just another thing, as we look for quality individuals and quality employees, that's something we need to take care of.
Most larger cities are running with city administrators that do have some protections or contract employees on them
So I would recommend we appoint Deanna Burns for city clerk and Avriona for the collector. If you guys are all right with that, I need a motion to approve. If not, it's open for, it's actually Medley too, guys, I said that, but it's Medley. Avriona Medley. So.
That's fine. Didn't say anything. I wasn't sure if I was right or not. I make a motion to approve appointing Deanna Burns as clerk and Avriona as collector.
Awesome.
Michael Leonard.
Yes.
Anthony Campbell.
Yes.
Stacey Yoakum.
Abstaining.
Trevor Warner.
Yes.
Mary Wiles.
Yes.
Passed 4 with 1 abstention.
Thank you. Next up would be water meter bill. This is something we have to decide. So Roundhouse, where they are currently, they did not have a meter before. We've installed a meter, and I guess we need clarification, or he's asking for clarification of how, if we should, you guys want to take care of a portion of that, we want to charge them a full portion, or how do you want to proceed with that? I don't know exactly how that ever came, just before all our time, I believe, but somewhere that happened because at one point in time, they had their own well, if you guys remember right, that's the one that's currently next to that building. So obviously they didn't get a meter for their own well. Now that well was purchased by the city somewhere along the lines, I do not know where, and I'm sure that there may have been agreement back there, or there may have
that's.
I don't have exactly answer whether there's what's it want, but.
I mean, the way it's written for every single household is that the household is responsible for the tap fees, sewer, and water.
Does he have a sewer too, or does that need to be done? It's just a water.
What's the current bill? It's a 2-inch meter, so it's high
More
enough.
than that.
Well, that's, we need to change this also.
Yeah,
That is,
we do. What's the current bill for that? Do you know where it's at?
The meter was 1,200, the parts were 9 something, and that doesn't include any labor.
So we probably have $2,500, $2,600, I guess.
so was that property, did that belong to the city?
At one time, Mr. Gunther did, so and then they sold it, they sold that property to a business. Somehow, in between there, I don't know if it was done before or after, or how it was done, they sold that well to the City of Dixon. I don't know when that time period was. Nothing I've ever seen, I can find exact, but I do know it was sold to the City of Dixon. I'd have to go down to the courthouse, I'm sure, on actual deed and everything, so I just, you know.
As far as I'm concerned, it's the responsibility of the property owner to cover the cost of the unit installation, the tap.
He was, and the reason we're here is just he was asking if the city would be willing to do a portion of it. I said, I do not know, I don't anticipate it, but I would ask you guys, so that's what we're doing here, so.
I mean, could we just pay for the meter and the parts and waive labor? Would he be happy with that?
I'm sure at that point, I'm sure you'd be happy for it, something, maybe. And I will say, as I play devil's advocate up here, saying that I partially think he should pay for it. Other cities do give them incentives and they will do that. So at the same time, I want to welcome a business here, so I'd be more partial to actually, maybe if we want to help them out a little bit there. Or if we want to do it where we break it down over a year period of time to pay for it or something like that, I'd be willing to do that if you guys are, but that's something.
Keep in mind, I told you the other day, Osage Beach, what they charge for a 2-inch meter, $40,000.
Yeah. They're probably bringing more days out of taxes than you do.
Yeah, I'm not saying we need to charge that much, I'm just saying, just as a relative.
We charge 40
$40,000 for 2-inch meter.
Yeah, I'm in the wrong
And
business.
that was a school paying for that. That was not just like some commercial business, that was a school.
So, do you guys have questions, concerns, discussion on it? What do you guys want?
I do think, whatever the outcome is of this discussion, we do need to look in the future and actually set up.
I mean, I think
It's really
That
bad.
has to change, yeah. There's no way you can't buy couplings for $6.50.
No,
That's
how old is that? 93.
Ordinance
Well, yeah.
45.
They updated it in 93 and added $11.57 to the price increase.
So think about in the last 2 years how much plumbing supplies have doubled, not tripled, at different peaks of COVID, so, okay. So, do we?
No, that's absolutely.
Yeah, well, I won't get anybody service, so if anybody buys one of these lots, we will get service to the lot or in front of the lot. They will be required to either buy a pump or a meter set or so on. That's normal business. Same thing in the city of St. Robert, everything we do there. And so the city will get it to the, in front of the building or house or whatever it may be.
Which this is supposed to, I mean, because this includes the corporation stuff and staff for water. And so that, I mean, if we would change and raise that rate a little bit, it covers our material costs for doing that.
You guys don't want to do nothing? Do we want to do something? What's your guys' input on it?
I think we should do something. I don't want to have the business move in. And I mean, when the city owned the building, they probably should have put the meter on it 20 years ago.
And I somewhat, it's hard to say because we're going back before any of us had any clue about it. I don't think anybody in the building has any clue about it.
I mean, mean,
I don't know how it's sold, I don't know how it's divided, I don't know
two of these
anything
people
about it.
are dead, so.
I like the idea of them by the parts and, yeah, they have the cost
I
of the
think
parts and we'll.
in the future,
raise
though,
the
we
labor.
really have to,
Hammer something.
Yes.
And this
needs to be more exact. We
The
can't,
way it is now, we lose money on any of that, so.
Ordinance body needs to be written with the actual cost of the meter plus whatever the estimate for.
That's what I was gonna ask.
would be.
If there's somebody who should write it to where it.
They've skyrocketed over the last 20 years.
Similar to like how the Colburn ordinance is wrote, maybe we do something like that.
Oh, is that what you said that was it?
Something, you know, where it states cost.
and that was,
Just sort of on whatever.
Okay, so just clarification, we'll take care of the labor, they'll be required to pay for supplies. Do we want to give them time to pay that, or do we want, how do you
For
guys?
6 months or something, if he needs it.
I mean, did he express, was that a need that was expressed or?
It wasn't kind of-
Yes, kind of, I would say, I mean, he's a new business, I mean, $2,000 water expense, I would say is decent enough.
So do we invoice it, add it to the bill
I
for
would
the next
next
6 months?
Because if we're going to give him a payment plan, we don't worry about his bill because it could.
Well, we just
I don't
put it
know,
on
risk of-
every 6 months.
Yeah.
I think I said just separate bills for it because
Okay.
the shut off ordinances don't refer to.
Yeah.
This is a regular bill.
Thank you, Jeff.
All right, I'll need a motion.
To waive the labor cost on the, okay, I'll make a motion to waive the labor cost on the roundhouse meter installation.
I'll second that.
Michael Gunther?
No.
Anthony Campbell?
Yes.
Stacey Yoakum?
Yes.
Trevor Warner?
yes.
Aaron Wiles?
Yes.
Pass 4-1.
Lacey, it's your time to shine, library update.
So we had our Custer Civil War event on the 22nd of April. It was great. Mr. Wagner came up, we had a lot of stuff for everyone to see. We had 37 people come and he was a wealth of knowledge for everyone who was there. Mary was there.
Yes, he was very interesting.
Yes.
Passionate.
Huh?
He's very passionate.
Very, yeah. He actually is gonna do something in the fall with Miss Mayberry at the high school, so, yeah. We received a $10,000 grant through the American Library Association. That was the one that I was like, we need to cross our fingers because I'll hear about the other one here in a couple of weeks. It's for the community outreach program that I previously shared with you guys about going to homes for people that are homed out and helping them remotely with internet services and things like that. Part of it is that I'm supposed to hold a community forum to get feedback and suggestions. So I'll keep you guys updated on a date and time for that.
Is there like a coverage area? So do you have to define a coverage area?
Has to be a library service area, so the City of Dixon.
Oh,
Yeah. The community-wide yard sales are coming up May 19th and 20th, so I plan to have a discarded book. I'm going to tell people they can have them for free because I have a massive amount. But they can make a donation of their choosing if they would like. So I'm going to be set up for that those 2 days during community yard sales. That's all I got for you.
Thank you, Lucy.
Good job on the grant.
Yes.
Thanks.
Very good job.
Thanks, I'm really excited about it.
Please update.
April 17th, of our new officer, which is Mr. William Wilson, West. He's our full-time officer. He will be going 2 days as soon as he is trained. Comes from Western County, comes from the jail. He's currently with Officer Blau for training. That's all I got right now for him. This past month, we've had 378 calls. We had 13 disturbances, 7 agency assists, 3 breaking entries, We made 3 arrests, drug related. We had 2 calls for unconscious responsive. One was overdose, which we assisted the county reserves, and the other one was at the nursing home. I myself attended training the last week of 2 weeks ago at the Missouri State Patrol Academy. Learned a lot of things there. Right now, I'm currently attending the Police Chiefs Association conference at the lake. Learning a lot of things. Came back early today, so I'll make sure I make it here. Other than that, we're still working things out and taking people's advice and working complaints that we get. You guys got any questions?
Are we still doing reserves? Like, do we still have people?
Yes. Yeah, I got 3 reserves, I think.
I had someone ask that they were interested, so.
Yes. Don't come see me. Anything else?
Thank you. Maintenance update?
I don't really have much. This month, if I get my culverts, we're gonna try to put that creek crossing there by the old maintenance shed. Working on that entrance to the soccer field back up. Texas won't get them big culverts. But other than that,
You guys did a good job with the concrete, like all around. I think that's something we've changed. It looks really good, Pat. So thank you guys.
we're gonna go back there at, by Mary's house, North Elton Country Club after that rock settles, and we'll put coal patch over that.
Yeah, I think they just finished putting the.
Where it's
filling
wide,
it in.
yeah, today, and then we'll let that work in, and then we'll put coal patch over it.
Then you watch the trash truck.
The fence contractor, we get a hold of it.
No. New Missouri Fence called me back, though. He said, I ain't forgot you.
For their command shed, I guess. For their command shed.
Yeah.
Now, do you have any more of the, what do you call that you put in the ditch next to Country Club?
Yeah.
Do you have any more of that? So I have a request, I want you to go look and make sure, but they're on Ellen, where it kind of narrows down. Because there was a white single cab Chevy almost run me off in the ditch the other day.
Where at?
I want to get his. Right there in front of Rick Clemens, those 2 great big deep ditches. Because it just falls straight off to the side, so to kind of save the asphalt, because I think it's working really good on Country Club.
I think it is. Y'all look at it.
We should be able to use some of that big stuff, Pat.
Yeah, we can.
We should still have enough in our budget to.
Because I think that it would help there.
I'll look at it.
I like the work around, it makes our.
Yeah,
streets look a lot
yeah,
better.
it looks good.
Dixon too, so.
That's what you need.
Yes.
Does the city own any compaction equipment?
You guys have a comeback.
One little bit on it, the motor, I don't know, it messed up. Just
We
blew
talked
all
about
out.
roller several times.
Do what?
We had talked about a roller several times. I don't think we ever committed to anything.
I
I think
think
that's
that's,
when the grader went for sale, and we decided that.
and I'll be honest with you, I don't think cold patch compacts like on asphalt, not near.
I was waiting for gravel.
Always know.
I don't know what you were asking me for, but
Yeah.
I mean, the gravel road is 10 times better than it needed safe. I don't know what a cheap hand roller, I mean, a cabless one, or just a,
I mean, can we rent stuff like that?
uh,
Can we rent stuff like that?
you can rent it, but they're cheap enough, most people just buy them.
I'll buy one for 70,000, I would say, somewhere around there.
Charles, for 2 hours this week and 2 hours next.
Yeah.
I don't think
You know what I mean?
You might be able to buy like a double drum roller, but it doesn't look good in gravel. You won't want the tire smooth on the front. They're high elevators. I don't know if you can find one now, because I looked for one personally and I haven't found one.
Well, maybe I was way off on that. That's why I kept bringing it up once before, just like,
You can buy a double metal drum roller, like on asphalt, but it doesn't work good. But one with a rubber tire on it, that does not have a sheep's foot on it.
Yeah.
You can find them cheap with a sheep's foot on it, with a smooth roller, rubber tire in the back. It's very,
Most of the sheets, the ones I don't know, they kind of, we had them set
a lot
up.
of those ones don't that are cheaper on trailer. The newer ones that you probably use, yeah. And we can keep an eye out for, I think it's a good tool to have in a toolbox, but.
Do we do any business with state property on that kind of stuff?
The surplus, yes.
So we lost that on there, purchased, utilize that place in their city.
Anything else, Mr. Regan?
No, that's it.
Thank you. If you guys have nothing further, we don't have any comments or anything? Yes.
We'll have the insurance agent coming tomorrow to sign up for supplemental insurance. The city doesn't pay for any part of that, but we're able to offer dental and vision at the employee's cost. So they're coming tomorrow.
I need a motion to go into close and give everybody 5 minutes to figure out.
I have one more thing I can comment. There's a nuisance with MMLs and a conference in London on the 9th.
He switched to
At noon.
Yeah, it's a luncheon on.
If anybody wants to go.
Can you
$20.
just, can you email it to everybody?
Yes. We have to register by Friday.
He switched it. It's like, and now
Motion to go into close, 5 minutes.
Motion to go into closed session in 5 minutes.
Second.
Michael Lancer,
Yes.
Anthony Campbell.
Yes.
Stacy Yoakum.
Yes.
Trevor Warner.
Yes.
Mary Wild.
Yes.
Close on 6:59. That's 5 minutes.